Sunday is Father's Day. Do you know what you're getting your dad this year? How about this? A gift he'll really appreciate. Financially independent kids. What a gift.
What a gift.
Local financial professional John Vandergrift from Blue Ridge Wealth Planners is here to share 4 ways to show Dad your financial wisdom. Thanks for being here. So let's get right into it. What are some ways folks can show their dad that they're financially set?
Yeah, and so some people are like, you can make financially independent kids. But no, 2 of them are going to be more debt focused and 2 are going to be more savings focused.
Okay.
So obviously, you know, organizing your debt, whether it's student debt that you've built up from credit cards that maybe you didn't understand credit cards, but trying to understand where those debts are and then strategize ways to do it. And so sometimes people will have different methods. I like what we call the avalanche system, where you basically pick the highest interest debt, especially with the way things are right now.
Right.
Trying to get that down. That way you have more money that's going to be freed up for other debts, and then just building and building on those. So again, some practical things there, but really paying attention. And sometimes with kids, what parents really want to see is a focus on it. They may not know the strategies of how to do it, and that's where parents can come in and provide some assistance. What they don't want to do is say, oh, I have debts here, help me do this, and then they mean pay it and don't teach me anything.
And a lot of parents do that.
It's very easy.
Sometimes it's easier.
Yeah. So debt is definitely those 2. Now savings, obviously, you know, one of the most delayed gratification things you can do as a early worker is save for your retirement, but it is one of those things that is going to put you in a lot better financial situation, especially if you do run up on hard times. You can take loans against that and then try to pay that back in. So doing that, but then also working on your emergency fund so that you can avoid some of the debt conversations that we talked about at the beginning.
Remind people how much they need to have set aside.
So, I mean, every little bit that you can at first. I mean, when we talk to our clients as retirees, we usually recommend somewhere between $10,000 and $50,000. But I mean, some people say, gosh, that's a long time away. Just living within your means is really the first start, and then trying to carve out, you know, maybe intentional, even if it's $100 a pay period, trying to just build that up so that you can start to accumulate that. Then once you do get it up to probably that 10 to 20,000 range, then you can start looking at investing some of your money that you're saving. Just so that you're able to use those funds a little bit better. But fortunately, with interest rates going up over this last year, banks are actually paying somewhat of a return now. So at least you're getting, you know, some money added in, may even file that in your taxes, where you maybe wouldn't have before. So
that's where you come in.
That's where we come in, and just trying to organize some of that stuff.
And before I let you go, let me ask you this, because I know obviously you do advise a lot of people. You talk to a lot of people who are, you know, at or near retirement age about how to best divvy up their funds and things like that. How old are these kids we're talking about? I mean, there are a lot of people, a lot of young people who've moved back in with their parents. So the age has gotten older, hasn't it?
It has. And I mean, some of that is just the natural progression of life, where people aren't getting married and having kids at 20 anymore, you know, but I think some of that needs to be helped by the parent to make sure that they're not stunting the growth of their child by giving them, you know, some studies will show that some parents are giving upwards of $1,400 a month to their kids while they're adults. And maybe sacrificing their own financial situation and future by doing so.
Don't want to do that.
Definitely not.
Thank you so much. That is a great Father's Day gift.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
My 4-year-old is planning to be financially independent now, so we're...
I have no doubt with you as a dad.
Well, we'll see.